Welcome back, 7:45. You know, it's not something a lot of us want to be talking about right now, but you got to start thinking ahead to tax season, especially before the clock strikes midnight on New Year's Eve. You could actually be saving yourself a nice chunk of change. Our pal Joshua Jensen, CPA firm, his very own, joining us this morning, talking all about these tax preparations.
Good morning.
Looking snazzy in the process,
hey, I appreciate
too. Like that.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. All right, let's get started with us individuals. What can we each be doing thinking ahead to tax season?
Yeah, I tell you what, the main thing to focus in on is itemized deductions, that's Schedule A. So if you've got medical expenses and they've bunched up and for whatever reason you haven't paid them, get those paid before year end. There's a 10% threshold you have to get over in terms of your income. If you put that on credit card, you get the deduction now, even though you're going to pay your credit card next year on these medical expenses.
Okay.
Real estate taxes, you know, the counties are nice. They allow you to pay half before year end and you get to pay half later. Pay them all now because you get the full deduction now.
Okay.
If you pay quarterly estimated tax payments to Oklahoma, they're due January 15th, but pay it by 12/31, you're getting the deduction now.
Yeah,
those are key things.
Moving it up 20 days. It's not going to throw you off that bad.
Exactly.
What about businesses?
For businesses, what you want to focus in on is what is on your desk right now that you could pay, get the deduction now. Okay, so do you owe advertising? I know right now we're trying to focus in on Christmas and paying for those kind of things, but paying off credit doesn't help, paying your credit card doesn't help, but charging things on the credit card helps. So what's going to be due January 1st? Pay it now. Rent, advertising. You got payroll that usually runs January 1st, run it before year end. The key there is just to pay out the expenses you're already going to pay now. That's the number one thing to be looking at.
What I also want to talk really quickly, only got about a minute left here, but I guess some new things coming into effect. Really, some of them in just the last day.
Yeah, last 24 hours and the next 24 hours. Your viewers need to key in. If their CPAs are not answering the phones, they need to call us because I'm telling you, between now and the end of the year, $500,000 was a deduction you got in 2013 for assets that you bought. Okay. On new assets, on top of that, you got to write off 50% of those assets immediately. Unprecedented deductions. Those have been expired all year, and including this moment, they're still expired. On the president's desk is a bill for him to sign into law that would bring that back into play for 2014. But guess what? It expires January 1st, 2015.
Wow.
So you only got between now and the end of the year to act, even though it's retroactive. There are a lot of benefits in there for individuals as well. Teachers are getting their little, their $250 deduction back each. They're getting the above line deduction back on tuition. There's 50 things coming into play that can have huge impact, but be aware of what's going on.
Get yourself in order right now, Joshua. Good to see you. Thanks.
Hey, I appreciate that. Thanks so much.
Absolutely. And there's all the info, by the way, if you want to have Joshua take care of you. There's the number. Give him a call, 715-1556. Now let's talk about what's going on weather-wise. We're going to leave those duties to meteorologist Marcy Novak. Marcy, I know getting ready for some rain to come our way.
Yeah.